Hi, Chatty Bones. How are we doing today? Wake up, it's time for your irregularly scheduled midweek morn. Because I want to play the new story, and I'm not waiting a week to do it. Because this is what I was going to do this week, but yesterday we had other things. The cat missed you. Look at her. Know that metal floor sound? Hold on. Okay. Is this a generic sound effect? I'm gonna shut up. Use it in Star... You're right! Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. Silence, beautiful lo-fi. You are absolutely right. Clunk, 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 clunk. I hadn't even put that together. I played a ridiculous amount of Starbound. I didn't even put that together. Like, there are a certain number of, like, generic sound effects that show up in a lot of things that I will, like, laser hone in on. One specific one is, World of Warcraft's wolf sound effect. Well, any of the wolf sound effects in WoW just make me go, huh? Anytime I hear them at anything else, because I don't know, that one's just like drilled into my head. That is the wolf from WoW. Alright, Kryl. We had your patch last time. Now we're gonna have to put you on the shelf. I'm sorry. Granny Ghana! I aged like 40 years in reading that alone. High tech. Can't bully me for being stinky, so we're gonna bully me for being old and stinky. Ugh. I'm doing fine. I mean, yeah, that surprised me. Listen, the age of 30 is in demand. Alright, I'm happy being an e-hag. Some people enjoy the company of older women. But like, once I'm 40, I think I'm gonna turn to dust, so... Hello, Kryl. Kryl has a wistful glint in her eyes. I do not remember how I voiced any of these guys. I trust you were able to get plenty of rest. Good. I thought we might take a moment to ponder our next steps, and perhaps reflect on our recent journey. There's gonna be a lot of eating today. Have a taco. I will accept the taco. It's a good taco. It is my favorite kind of taco. I must admit, my thoughts often drift to the Mist Continent and our stay in Treno. Remember when we went there, last patch, 3 months ago? It was heartwarming to see the Malala prosper despite the odds, and my own flesh and blood strive in that levin-racked landscape. Oh god, I don't remember what voice I gave Graha. Sphene was eager to restore diplomatic relations, and I have no doubt that Alexandria will provide much-needed support for their neighbor. Enjoy your lurk. I too shall do everything I can to aid my home away from home. My wonderful, welcoming family included. I'm sorry, Cryo, but they've revealed that in the next expansion we will not be going to visit your family. For the time being, though, I'd say we've accomplished all within our power. I suppose that just leaves the matter of preservation's research. It is yet unclear how Calyx learned the techniques he used to summon his Dark Primal. Not clear to you! And there is likewise much that remains unknown about the key. Let us hope that Shale's efforts bear more fruit. Everybody checks their link pearls. Can you hear me? Oh god, I don't know how to voice Y'shtola. Because These characters all have canon-established voices, so I'm just gonna try my very best to mimic them. Shale and I have been reviewing the decrypted files and have uncovered some intriguing details. Would you care to join us? We'll be with you right away. That is not... I'm just gonna fucking wing it. Excellent. Shale seems rather eager to speak with you all. Come find us in the Deutero lab when you're ready. Uncanny timing indeed. Let us make for the containment complex. That is not the direction I thought we were gonna go in. Alright. Noom. Noom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Always this freaking hallway. This hallway goes to like 3 dungeons. Alright, let's go up to the penthouse. Have I been in here before? Oh, it's this place. It's the haunted office space. I forgot about this place. Right. I do really like when they do these, like, mini areas. Hello, Shale. Best girl. Love her.
Ah, you're just in time for a progress report. The decryption is finally complete. As we suspected, the data represents a partial record of Preservation's research documents. A quick scan of the files, however, failed to turn up the information Y'shtola was after.
Indeed. No mention of the Ascians, or primal summoning techniques for that matter.
Seeing Y'shtola in, like, the high-tech area of Solution 9 is so funny to me. It's like Witch of the Woods, and she's just hanging out
While Calyx
in a high-tech
doubtless received
place.
instruction from someone possessed of such knowledge, there was naught to identify this benevolent mentor. I am, however, pleased to say that we found several reports concerning the key.
Hmm? The key which just inexplicably fits in my pocket.
Between worlds, and was a treasured relic of the Milala. And just as the Milala were unable to return after reaching the Mist Continent, so too was Preservation unable to gain a mastery of the prize which had passed into their possession. The data suggests that a particular formula or procedure is required.
I don't remember when they said this, but I do recall something of, like, this key, the dimensional artifact, just has, like, a will of its own.
A process which Calyx appears to have understood to some degree.
You have to have the protagonist gene to use it or something?
Yet the key proved fickle. Perfectly replicating conditions was no guarantee of success. And even when they did manage to generate a modest portal, the destination was never the one they expected. Reports practically screamed their frustration, describing the experience as being dragged around by a traveler picking roads without rhyme or reason. Serves them right, I say.
I wonder, actually.
After much trial and error, Preservation began to experiment with external actuation devices.
Oh wait, they have it. Or
Striving
no.
to maintain a stable pathway to a chosen location, they conceived of the technology that forms the gate to the Golden City.
Wait, so the key is not the chalice. The chalice is, like, the plastic container that it's in. The key is the rock that's in the middle of it.
Their tribulations ultimately afforded them control of the key, albeit in a limited capacity. Which, of course, explains why they were able to instruct Zoralja in its use.
He did also have the protagonist gene.
Feat of transferring Everkeep and its environs to the source. After the Endless Fiend took the key unto herself, she opened pathways to other reflections in her hunt for ether, did she not?
Nod.
The Milala merely used it to facilitate their exodus. To think what the key has now wrought in different hands.
I'm gonna propose a theory here. Because they're clearly... like, the key itself is the crystal. The chalice thing is just the device that's, like, harnessing its power, basically. If there is a person in that crystal, that would be really interesting.
For all we know, the actuation device augmented the key's power beyond its intended scope. Were your goal to plunder whole worlds of their ether, a tool designed to simply transfer people would likely be insufficient.
Shale, I don't suppose you would be able to remove the actuation device.
This is your reminder that the main villain, one of the main villains of this expansion, killed people to run a data center. Basically.
The machine made for that very purpose is still functional, thankfully. It shouldn't be a problem.
What do you think? We don't even know how the key works. If the device is somehow interfering or amplifying its capabilities, I believe we ought to remove it.
Interesting, interesting. So, the shell is just there because they couldn't control it. That looks a lot like Orosite.
Give me a moment.
We don't have an animation for this. So let me do it off screen. You couldn't have just twisted the top of that thing? I feel like I could have just done that with my hands. It does look a lot like Orosite. Right, because she... I always forget that she can see through magic signatures, and then they bring it up at a moment like this. Yeah. That's cool. I always forget about that.
I've beheld the key in all its unobscured glory. The sheer density is extraordinary. 'Tis akin to the structures we saw beneath the Tempest.
That tracks.
Now that you mention it, the ornamentation is reminiscent of Amarot.
A location which you can access in the free trial now. In Best Expansion Shadowbringers. That's so interesting. Do we...
Have you noticed anything since the key has been in your possession?
I'm gonna put my money on there is an Ascian in that thing. It does remind me of Azim's Crystal, which would explain why it is connected to me. We're in the theory crafting land now.
You're suggesting the key has some connection with Azim. A plausible theory, although one we are yet unequipped to prove.
My apologies.
Kryl, mute your phone when we're in a meeting. Come on.
Hello? Yes, this is Kryl speaking.
She's so cute. You reached the office of Kryl?
That was Ojika with a message for us.
Oh! Okay, so for this patch, they basically went like, alright, all the plot points that we basically forget about, let's fucking use them.
An urgent matter?
I'm not altogether sure.
We're pulling out a lot of fun threads here.
Tataru requires our counsel, and hoped to call upon us in person at the Baldessian Annex. Though disappointed we were not present, she appeared content to wait until our travels brought us back to Sharlayan, insisting that it did not merit our immediate summons. Her tone suggested otherwise, however, and Ojika felt compelled to contact us directly.
Mayhap the time has come for another journey across the salt.
Let's actually leave Sci-Fi Town. Oh, we're going back to my favorite hub. That's great.
You'd best go. Though I'll not deny that I'll be sad to see you leave.
I will also be sad to leave Shale. I love you. Honestly, let's leave Graha, Tia, or Y'shtola here and just take Shale. People will get mad at me for saying that.
Oh, Shale. I can't even begin to thank you for all you've done. We will be forever indebted to you and your Oblivion colleagues.
The debt is ours. We'll never forget the sacrifices you've made for us, for Alexandria. In the meantime, I shall keep sifting through the data. You'll hear as soon as I find anything of note.
Her voice is so pretty. I feel like I said in every cutscene
Actually,
she's
I should
in.
like to stay here a little longer, if you don't mind.
Okay, so if Y'shtola stays here, we can bring Shale with us on adventures, right?
You are most welcome.
And might I borrow the key for a while? I wish to study it further. With the utmost care,
Well then, shall we be off? Ojika will be expecting us.
Instead of, like, saying yes or okay to people, I'm gonna start doing that, just fist in hand. Okay. Oh, I really like this logo design. That's pretty. Oh great, I don't have to walk out of here. I'm not taking a boat. I'm teleporting across the sea because I can. This is my favorite hub without a doubt. I should probably turn up the voices a little bit, actually. Yeah. Hi, Ojika. I'm surprised I remembered you were a character. Not enough to have a voice. Welcome back, and what a pleasure it is to see you too, Prokya. Thank you for contacting us, Ojika. We came as soon as we could. Of course, I felt it prudent given how troubled Tataru was. Your concern is much appreciated. As it so happens, we'd reached a convenient juncture in our investigation. Shale and Y'shtola have matters well in hand, leaving us free to make this trip. That's a relief to hear. Now let me fetch Tataru for you. Why don't you take a moment to relax in the main hall? I'm sure you're all still fatigued from your journey. I just kind of emailed myself here, but sure, why not? I once again question what the inner time... No, sorry, what the outer time of Final Fantasy XIV's story is, because... Did they take a boat? Did that take a month? Who knows? I love the much smaller updated map. In like 2 expansions, that map is probably going to be outdated.
Oh no, just reminiscing. Thinking back to when you bought this map, and how you all encouraged me to make the voyage to Tural.
I mean, that was like, what, 3 years ago? When did Dawn Trail come out? Hold on. When did... July 2024. Okay. So it's been like almost 2 years.
Are you glad you did?
As if you need ask.
Welcome back.
God, it's nice to see her again. Hi, Anna. Thank you for the posture check. I'm sitting normal. I'm drinking my water. Tataru, I missed you. Let me hug you.
I'm so glad you're here.
Ow. I do wonder how many points you have.
Ojika contacted us. He intimated that you were rather concerned. Come to think of it, Alphino said he and Alize would pay you a visit upon their return. Have you not seen them?
Oh no, they were here. I was regaled with many a tale of your Turali adventures.
She's been getting the company
It was only once
emails.
they departed for Garlemord that the rumors came to my attention. Rather alarmingly, voidsent sightings seem to be on the rise across the star.
Interesting.
I was reluctant to bother you with mere hearsay, especially when you had more pressing matters to contend with.
Demon sightings is hearsay?
But earlier I received a confidential report from the Grand Company of Eorzea. It's as if a mighty dam has been breached, flooding the land with foul creatures. For a blessing,
The answer is yes.
most nations have managed to keep the invaders in check, and casualties appear to be minimal thus far. Though the same cannot be said for those regions with a deeper connection to the void. Their fissures continue to manifest without end, putting countless innocents in danger.
That's terrible, Tataru. Anyway, I'm getting pet.
A deeper connection to the void. Garlemald is the home of the Reapers, is it not?
Are we gonna meet my fucking
It is.
video game wife again?
Alphino and Alize were there when the trouble began, and have since sent word that the situation has taken a dreadful turn.
Interesting. Short while earlier, in Tertium. I love that they have cold weather outfits. I feel like another MMO wouldn't have gone the extra mile on that. Of course they have matching ones.
The abridged account of our time in Tural. Now I shall leave you with the words of the late Dawn Servant, Galul Jajar.
So that's basically the last expansion.
ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship. A notion that rings true for Eorzeans no less than it does for the diverse peoples of Tuliolol.
This voice actor's so lovely.
And for Garleans as well. Even sharing something as simple as a local dish can pave avenues of understanding. It's up to all of us to forge new bonds, together.
Euless didn't get any lines. Poor guy.
Thank you.
Now there he
for
is.
Sharing your tale. Better they hear it firsthand than endure my clumsy retelling. Your words give me hope that we might achieve something similar here in Garlemald.
We all have the capacity to affect change. Our time in Tural taught us that much. And now that we've returned, it's time we rolled up our sleeves and got back to work.
I've already sent missives to the other nations, informing them of our Alexandrian friends.
And they don't know
also
that I
intend
am
to
on my
notify
way.
the Garlean community officially. If both sides are amenable to the proposition, we shall gladly assist in establishing diplomatic relations with Alexandria and Tuliolol.
Thank you. But are you sure you've recovered from your journey? It sounded like you've hardly had time to catch your breath.
Kudos to Euless's voice actor for always managing to sound like he's in way over his head.
Sir!
Lapis Manalis is overrun with voidsent.
What?
Damn, those are our Realm Reborn uniforms. Hold on. I know everything went to shit here, but equip your men a little better.
Ambushed us during a routine inspection. Damn it! Is that another Fisher? No, no, no! Ah!
Jesus!
My comrades are under attack. We have to do something.
There's no time to lose! Come on!
Is that guy's voice actor okay? Did he get killed in the booth for that line?
The Garlean community is ill-equipped to defend themselves against such a threat. Even with the aid of the twins and the Ilzabard contingent, they face daunting odds.
We shall leave for Garlemald immediately.
Thank you. I was able to contact Thancred and Urianger too. They're already on their way.
My
With
dad.
any luck, you'll be able to rendezvous with them on arrival.
And then it goes back to the nice music. We had Square Enix go for the most realistic voice acting possible. Like, is that guy's voice actor okay? That was like a minor character. I don't think we're gonna hear from him again. What did she say? I've been told Alphino and Alexei have withdrawn to Tertium to request the aid on the front lines. And they seemed intent on rejoining the battle once the I can't talk. Reinforcements were ready. But I shall tell them to wait until you arrive. Yeah, it's gonna take the money. I don't need more things in my inventory. Let's look at Final Fantasy X. Ha 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 ha. I should play that game on stream sometime. That would be lovely. And just like that, we find ourselves faced with another emergency. Fortunately, there is time yet for us to make a difference. Let us make haste to Tertian. Okay, so wait, hold on. We came here from Brazil just so you could email me Russia? Alright, let's go to Russia. Oh yeah, it was the first Final Fantasy with voice acting. That's true. This Aetheryte's really cool. Spinny Rock. My dad's! Marianne's stupid code. It's been far too long, Rakya. Yeah, I see you like once every 3 months. You've made it in time. I sure did. Oh god, I have like...
You picked a
oh, thank god, because I have like 3 male voices.
Tataru sent word that you were coming. Full glad am I to see you all. Though I'm afraid this is no time for pleasantries. Planar fissures have opened up across Garlemald, inundating the region with voidsent. As far as we can ascertain, there are 2 focal points of their assault. The Ilzabard contingent are combating the threat in Lapis Manalis. Although they have suffered casualties, they appear to have the upper hand.
How do we actually go into, like, the city part?
The many talented Uldan thaumaturges among them should be more than capable of closing any fissures they encounter.
The contingent is still here?
Which leaves the second focal point, the Clutium. Eulus and the Garlean community are attempting to mount a counterattack, but are struggling to cope with the sheer number of voidsent.
Oh, can you say that again?
They've fallen back to the north of the Imperial Palace. Can you lend your aid in securing the area?
With your blessing, I would tend to the wounded returning from battle.
Of course, Kryl. Thank you. The quickest route from here to the front is via the train tracks. Once we arrive, we can support the Garlean forces as we make for the fissure in the munitions factory.
Are we going into the dungeon immediately? Interesting. New objective acquired. Find the Clutium. Why did they name it that? It's gotta have some whack Roman meaning. I don't know. I'm surprised we're going into the dungeon right away, but you know what? Truly a difficult question, so I've heard. Hi, Artie. I mean, it is now the most recent dungeon, so people are gonna have to do that at least a couple times a week to get their dailies done, so... I imagine it's going to get easier as people get more used to it. Why did they name it that? Hold on. Can I just, like, Google what the hell that means? She did say, like, Clutium. Hold on. Etymology. In the Japanese script, it is known as the Clitius. Both are Latinated adjectives. They were derived from Clutos, meaning famous, renowned, or celebrated. It's normally the case as you get more familiar with it, yeah, right? But, like, I get it. MMO players will need practice. They usually don't have a lot of it. Okay, so it means, like, belonging to or made of. They said it was a factory. It's the makery. I don't know. They must have known that this joke was going to pop up in everyone's heads. Yeah, 7-minute wait on a new dungeon? Crazy. Let's talk to Thancred. This is Thancred. Can't say I have a knack for dispatching voidsent, but our time in Tural gave me many opportunities to hone my skills. You shan't find me wanting. Hold on, if I go to party and I go to that's duty. What's his line again?
My turn.
My turn.
My turn. My turn.
Oh. Wrong outfit.
My turn.
This line used to be like a lot louder.
My turn.
My turn. Alright. This will be interesting. We haven't been here since the last expansion, I don't think. There's the big fuck-off evil tower. Yo? Soken the composer never misses. Holy shit. Like, even if I don't get people to play this game, please just appreciate how insane the soundtrack is. Hold on, I'm gonna trim down the ambient sounds. There we go. Music is tasty, and it's gonna get even tastier. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. I'm just gonna mute everything except this lovely music. Because, like, this expansion has had a lot of, like, techno inspiration in it, and, like, genuine techno music in it. I am eating so good. One of the, like the middlemost dungeon of Dawntrail Vanguard has the best dungeon music in the game. And it's like a leveling dungeon. You will rarely go there. And it's such a shame because it is an amazing dungeon. I wish it were a max level dungeon is what I'm saying. Oh, hey, Euless. There he is. Yeah. I'm turning down the ambience so the exploding cars are less loud. Man, I usually have this mixed for me. There we go. I do feel like this patch immediately is much a better, like, patch to stream than the last one. Because the last one was, like, saying goodbye to all my friends and shit, and now it's just like, there are demons, go kill them. No, sorry, that was the... No? That might have been the last one.
Appreciate the help.
Yeah, I don't think I streamed 7.3. I don't remember doing that.
We'll handle things from here. Take care of the Fisher.
Like, I would love to stream this game more, but I always, like... I always feel like the people who want to watch MSQ are people who have already played it, and that's not most of my friends. What is this horrid abomination? Okay, I'm gonna have to lock in. What do you do? Okay, there's gonna be a knockback? No, that is a Ew! Ew, brother, ew! Just noticed our tank's name is Brainrot. That's lovely. eyes on me, so that's going to be a look away, I think. Or that's just an AoE. Okay. Scanning for moving targets. Okay, so that's gonna move, and I'm gonna have to just hands off my keyboard and mouse right now. Okay, that's... Oh, no auto-attacking. Okay. Okay. Well, at least the tutorial of that didn't kill me, so... This is like a Saturday morning cartoon monster. Oh shit. At least it didn't kill me. I love going in completely blind to these things. Okay, so hold on. If I go here and I touch nothing. Right? Okay, excellent. So I guess the strategy is to just go be first in the queue. Mr. Scorpion, why do you have so much health? Okay, and then he, like... Are we baning it? I don't fully understand what that is. It's Morgana. Oh my god, it's Tiny Sorcerer. Hi. Welcome to the midweek morn. Ray Magitech. Oh, it's a bracelet. I don't care. Yeah, like I'm streaming. I'm streaming 3 times this week because I feel like I haven't been streaming much because of exams. So, hello. How are you doing? Boss is over. Back to the banger. What item level is my thing? Yeah, okay, this is catch-up gear. Mine is better because I play this game. Forgot about this caption for the skeleton picture. Yeah, the skeleton picture is to hide my chat box. The PlayStation can produce mind-boggling effects. My week has been an event. You good, buddy? My week has just been kind of tired because I did all my exams and I did it. I beat school. And then I was just like, oh, okay. I'm gonna lie down. I'm tired. Hold on. Brain rot. I was gotta look at people's Venture plates. This is mine for the record. Let's take estrogen together. Never mind what that said. I forgot it said that. This sure is a lot of voidsent. I really like the summoner's drip. Hold up. Hold the phone. I know we're fighting. This drip is pretty good, actually. The jacket portion of that is kind of weird, but the drip's pretty good. Alright. It is time for the only thing I know about this patch. Chort. This is my son, Chort. He has every disease. He's just standing there. Oh god. That is in Norway, and someone poured deep fried lard into the sink, and the new card reader decided to shit itself. Oh fuck! Yeah, you've been having a rough one, I hear. Yeah. Listen, at least the lard incident isn't gonna happen twice, right? Surely it wouldn't. No, let me. Okay, we have to stand in that. I have to pay attention for a little bit. Pay attention. Body weight exorcism, Mike. They didn't know what to do with the middle boss of this. They just went like, let's just get silly with it. Hold on. In the sidebar here, it doesn't say defeat Chort, as in him named Chort. It says defeat the Chort, implying there are more. Kinda hard to tell what direction he's going there. Okay. What? You... Yeah, they have fun with this, I can tell. Literally the only thing I've seen people talk about is chorts. And I understand why now. It hurts to laugh. Why is he like a basic vomit? God, I hope that becomes a blue mage spell. I need to learn how to cast basic vomit. Waiter, more chorts. Oh my god. I think also, I haven't seen this model before. They're gonna use this again, I swear. He's just so silly. Goodbye, Chort. I'll see you next time I do this dungeon. Favorite boss of the expansion. Grip's tiny. Bounces tiny like a basketball. Scrap Biblos? Oh, dude, I love, like, Rust Max. Scrap Gargoyle? That's pretty cool. What is... It'll be so interesting, because next expansion they said they're going to completely rework the action system for, like, every single job. And I could do this rotation in my sleep because I play this game so much. So it's gonna be very interesting having to, like, it's gonna be less buttons, but I'm gonna have to relearn how to play my class. What? Gray Magic Tech Visor Fending. That looks dope. I want that. That looks dope. Yeah, this is new gear. Great. Sometimes they'll just throw like a recolor of an existing gear set into a patch dungeon, but sometimes they absolutely eat. Here we are in the Clidium. Oh! Visitant Hellhound. It's on a little trip. It's on a school trip. Bought a plunger for the first time. Because yours broke, or... It is really interesting, like the first time in your life that you move out, you realize how much stuff is in a home. Plunger is one of those items that you will never think about buying until you have to. Alright. who... You can't beat Chort. Who is that? Hello? Oh, that is a fucked up creature. Honestly, would. What is this? Did someone squeeze them in the middle? They've got like a cinched waist. I will say, really weird that they have all of this going on, and then they clearly couldn't afford boots. Oh, Malphus, I didn't know you were freaky like that. The like, hand face honestly would. I'm gonna have to pay attention to this fight. Honestly, Monster Fucker's eating good today. Yeah, this is like I'm scared type of hot. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, we're puppeting the rusted mechs. That's cool.
Now for something different.
Now for something. Let's not do something. Okay, so it's directional. Okay, so the little ones are a circle, and the big one is a cone. I can remember that. Would be subservient until they decided to eviscerate me. This is a demon from the void dimension, so I do feel like that is rather accurate. Oh no! I wasn't supposed to stand there. I got greedy. I wanted to stab him in the back.
Time to pull the string.
Okay, so this should be safe. Healer now! Oh, I'm realizing as well. Oh, what the fuck? Not touching anything. Oh! Oh! Okay, we chase our friends with this. Interesting. I'm realizing... Is this the Dawntrail music? Or is this... Endwalker music? I don't remember. No, this is the Dawntrail music. The final boss of the dungeon. It would have been cool, though, if they did Endwalker, because we're in an Endwalker area. Many effects on your voice. Oh, that's awesome! It's awesome. Hold on, and then I have to figure out where they're gonna... Holy sh... This game is for people who like overstimulation. I mean... That is kind of... That is like a reason for the rework, I think. But that's just MMOs in general. You have to understand that what I am looking at is mostly... Oh my god. I'm not looking at my bars at all. I'm just kind of looking at here, and then on the floor. Right, I'm looking here, and I'm looking here. And occasionally here, because now I can just kill him. Like, for an MMO, this is not a very busy UI. You should see, like... You should see, like, World of Warcraft rating UIs, because you're not looking at the game, you're just looking at the boxes, but... Yeah, like... MMOs be like that. What do you mean the music too? Did it drop anything that I like? Yeah. Actually, hold on. I don't have to leave. Hi. Because you're not dead. Are you free next week? This design freaky as hell. Gentle being who doesn't listen to music, so that soundtrack combined with all the lights and sound effects is... Yeah, that's fair. Am I gonna kill you completely today, or are you gonna be overarching? Kiss, 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 kiss.
I think that's all of them.
Put Malphun on the mic. Malphun has something to say.
We need but seal the fissure to prevent further ingress.
It's over. I can only imagine the extent of the damage were it not for your aid. On behalf of the Garlean community, I thank you for all you've done for my people, for my home.
I mean, I came here to kill, like, one motherfucker, and honestly, I feel like I owe you the help.
I shall close the fissure post-haste.
I don't want to listen to this dude. Yes, and that's kind of how it goes, buddy. Malthus, we trap you here, we kill you, you die forever.
You risked your life in vanquishing the creature. Would you at least let me bear the burden of deciding its fate?
I mean, sure, if it means I can take it out to dinner. This is a really cool arena.
To the void. Your kind have entered this realm before, some seeking death that they might rejoin the life stream.
This is one of the strangest end of dungeon boss interactions I have ever seen. We kicked his ass and then we're just kind of having tea and biscuits. I've never seen this happen this way.
But you would choose that dark, deathless place?
The wind is fresh and pure, untouched by darkness. Perhaps it won't be a blessing to meet my end in such a place. But I cannot yet bear to part with the void. If only the winds would blow there, as they do here.
Oh.
I long to return, to see my home unsullied, as it once was.
The demons are just sad.
We know that pain all too well. If that is your wish, you must forsake this aggression. Go back to the void and devote yourself to its restoration.
Go back to the void and get a hobby. If you want to touch grass, you have to make that grass.
Zero, who hails from your home. She and her companions strive to bring light into the void from another world blighted with imbalance.
Zero! My wife! Yes! Please, please,
I hear
please,
their
please.
efforts have
I miss
already
her.
met with some success. One day, they'll drive the darkness from the void. I'm sure of it.
Go clean your void.
His soul is imbued with the will of all those I have consumed. We shall return to our world and seek out this zero. Then we shall see if there is truth in your words.
She won't disappoint you. That much I guarantee.
Euless is a good boy. I was ready to stab that thing. Because Malphas's face is like hands, the horns are the thumbs, and now I can't unsee that.
Bravo! I think Zero will approve.
Oh, Indeed, that was truly heartening to see.
Understanding begets fellowship, right?
This is such a good example of why this is my favorite game. Because it would have been so easy to be like, here's a bad guy, we stabbed the bad guy, we did it, every dungeon ever. This is so much more interesting. We're gonna see that guy again. That's so...
I thought I might lead by
fascinating.
example.
Sure did, buddy.
Well then, shall we head back?
Wait a minute, I'm noticing the Scions all came in here in their winter coats. And now they're all wearing regular clothes. And we're gonna go out and they're gonna be wearing... They're gonna be wearing their coats. Yes. No, actually. What did you guys... You were cold earlier. Weird. Reports have begun trickling in. By all accounts, the Elzabar contingent was successful in containing the threat on their front. Oh hey, there's Brain Rot. For voidsent to attacks in such numbers as just as we were finding our feet, I daren't imagine the consequences had you not provided such timely aid. On behalf of my comrades, thank you. Thank you all. Aww. I'll take skill speed. Euless. Oh my god, is that a Spinetosaurus? Hold on. Is that... Look at that little guy. I've never seen this minion before. Where are you from? Where are you from, Spinetosaurus? Hold on. Spinetosaurus is from... Damn, submarines. Okay. So I'm just gonna have to buy you if I want ya. Anyway, Euless. You're a good bean. I'll pet you. He's staring at me. Hi. Oh, pardon. Hi, Thancred.
The Ilzabard contingent have contained the threat on their front. Things appear to be under control for the time being. Though it remains unclear why the fissures opened up in the first place. According to Tataru, similar ruptures are occurring across the star.
One thing is clear, however. The phenomenon is not without pattern. The tendency for fissures to emerge is pronounced in regions deeply connected to the void. Places where the barrier between the two worlds is at its thinnest.
I fear there may be a place in far greater peril than Garlemald.
Thavnair?
Though it hath since been sealed, you will recall
Oh my god.
void gate that we ourselves had cause to open.
Yeah, that time we went into the void?
In our bid to reunite Vritra with his sister and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
Oops.
Oh gods. The moon.
Oh, the moon. Oh shit, I forgot about that.
With our attention fixed upon planar fissures, I failed to consider this vulnerability.
And that rift might be yawning open as we speak. We'd better hurry.
Uh-oh.
Let us make for Bestways Burrow. I dare say the Loporrits are well aware of current events.
Are we still the moon now? Like Gru? It's so much better. Just wait until you see who's on the moon.
We ought to have Kryl join us once she finishes tending to the wounded. I shall likewise contact Y'shtola. Her knowledge of the moon's void gate is second to none.
It is so fascinating to me that, like... Grahatia's voice actor is Jonathan Bailey, and... It's so cool that he's still doing this voice, because he's like a big-time movie star now.
Alphino, Balize, please do what you must to keep our world safe.
We'll be back before you know it.
A quick word, if you will.
Do you need a hug,
I'm not
Euless?
sure whether you'll run into Zero during the course of all this, but if you do, would you give this to her?
He's gonna give me food. Oh my god!
Rations, in case of a protracted battle. Can't imagine she's eating all that well in the void. She likes dumplings.
Chop with the tip. I hope we meet Zero again. I mean, if we're dealing with void stuff, we have to. Oh, we're hard cutting to the moon. Okay, welcome to the moon. There are rabbits on the moon. TLDR, a god was preparing to evacuate the world in case of the apocalypse, and made the moon for that, and then made a bunch of little rabbit creatures that were supposed to get things ready, but they're just little goobers.
Given thy panicked state, I presume the Loporrits too are beset with voidsent.
Oh, what sweet relief it is to see you all. Yes, voidsent. And lots of them. They suddenly came pouring forth from the crater.
I forgot about the crater.
I had dearly hoped to find my worries unfounded.
For some unknown reason, the void gate seems to have partially opened.
Mapping Way is a good fantasy name. They all picked their names from, like, a dictionary based on, like, a thing they liked, and then they add way at the end of it.
Living Way dashed off to activate the brands and halt the Fiend's invasion.
My favorite one is Pudding Way.
But she hasn't come back, and we've since lost contact.
I suggest we make for the brands without delay.
Haven't seen the fourth Despicable Me movie. Gru fucks. Does he? Yeah, because they were supposed to, like, get everything ready for people they had never met. So they would, like, pour over every scrap of the culture from Ethereus, which is the planet, that they could get. They're just little goobers. Hold on, can I see the planet from here? There it is! There is the world. Anyway, time to go into the dark, mysterious Zork pole. Like this one. Little Gru. I killed a dark god here once. Don't worry about it. Well, worried about it a little bit because apparently it is a demon gate, but I just kind of want to, for my lovely friends who don't play this game, I just kind of want to show you around the moon because the moon is lovely. Right, there's Bestways Burrow, which is where the Loperids live. Here is where I defeated an ancient dark god. This is basically a watch post for the guy who watches the moon. There is an ancient crashed spaceship. And most importantly, do you guys know the face on Mars? Crew Tuner was by Tara Strong. Do you guys know the face on Mars? Well, we have a face on the moon. Very much based on the face on Mars. This is a dungeon. You go into that thing's mouth. It's great. Man on moon, my beloved. Bing, bing. Oh no! Hold on. Let me summon my bird for this. Blueberry, kill that thing. Posture. Ah! This is where the Moonanites live. This is where the Moon Rabbits live. But I do understand that reference. Visitant Evil Eye. Where's the venue where Bowser's getting married? Is that on the moon? That's probably in there. Also, they added something wonderful this patch. Now if you pet your Chocobo, it will react based on what level it is. The reaction changes. You can also poke it. You card that beholder up like, it's fine, China. Yes. I have decent gear. I play this game a lot. Mario Galaxy movie, Bowser fucks, and if I had seen that movie in the theater, I probably would have fallen asleep. My valiant savior, I was so frightened I dare not move an ilm. No, you're looking for Living Way. I think I saw her sitting southwest, towards the Drowning Brand. She had several slaughter bots in tow, but I worry they won't be enough for all the voidsent. You'd better hurry. I'm sorry, do you... The robots you guys have are called slaughter bots? That's not cute. They put the space furry in that movie. What's the plot of Mario Galaxy? Because I hear that there is no plot. It's just like Mario slop, which I guess is what Mario fans want. Hold on. I know what to do. Poke that thing. Oh no, it's attacking me. Hi, Living Way. Oh, you have a different colored outfit. Bowser tries to force Peach into a marriage, a normal storyline for a game in the 2020s. Mario has no story.
I'm saved! I dread to think what would have befallen me if you hadn't intervened. Oh, I was never in any real danger, of course. I knew you would realize our plight and rush to our rescue. Aetherius is likewise plagued with voidsent.
You guys didn't even call me.
If only we'd prioritized further development of the voidsent slaughter bots, we could have stemmed the tide ourselves. Oh, what a tremendous demonstration that would have been. Irrefutable proof that I was mankind's staunchest ally and the greatest lopperit to ever live. I can practically taste the praise.
I like you, Living Way. You're a little unhinged.
Fortunately, I was able to activate the brands. Should any more voidsent emerge from the gate, they ought to be confined to the crater.
These little cuties having slaughterbots makes me love them so much more. Right, I'm really glad I get to show off the Lopperits on stream. Because, obviously, when I played through this part of the storyline, I was not a streamer.
Unless, of course, the void gate begins to expand of its own accord.
Don't say that!
Gargantuan monstrosity tries to barge through.
Don't
I
say
don't foresee any
that!
major problems.
That's gonna happen, isn't it? Yup. I was wondering what those arcane circles in the background were doing.
Nope, we're doomed.
Oh well.
There you are.
I'll show you when we're out of the cutscene. No, there it is. The slaughterbots have bunny
I left the
ears.
data in Shale's capable hands and teleported here as soon as I heard. And ere you ask, I made sure to bring the key with me.
Oh, thank you, because I was wondering how we were gonna resolve this Void storyline without the dimensional key. Why did we even leave you there?
Then the real
You were just gonna come.
Tis Golbez's domain beyond the Void Gate. I wonder how he and Zero are faring.
There she is, my fucking wife! I love her so much! Oh yeah, my cloth gummy.
By the 12.
I fucking knew it! I'm so convinced there is a soul in that thing. I'm so convinced there's a soul in that thing. Behold the gift of ethos. Yours is a journey without end, conceived and guided by principle. Hold fast to what you must and meet your fate without fear. Thanks, me from the distant past. Go forth, discover, unite the stars into one. Let none bar your path. Huh? I fucking knew it. Yeah, that... Oh, is that the trail to the heaven? Yeah, okay. Hi, Golbez. So, the dimensional key clearly has a will. It acts on its own. Last patch's villain didn't, like... I'm chorting it. We did chort it. I love that guy. Hi, you. I'm in, like, theory crafting heaven right now. You've seen the moon. Now get ready for the fucked up dark moon. I can't take that creature seriously. Look at how goofy it is. This is, in fact, the Void. We are now on the moon of the Void. There she is! Ah! This right here is my favorite thing.
What are you doing here?
I think about Zero all day, every day. She's so pretty. Of course, get your girl crush through. A visit felt long overdue. This is my Blorbo.
Only you could be so carefree amidst all this.
She sleeps with a Zero body pillow. Where can I buy that?
May as well make yourself useful. The gate's sheer size appears to have made it a tempting target.
That's not normal.
NOO, a dread voidsent risen from the benighted depths of the ocean.
God. Golbez's voice actor tears up every single line he is given.
They kept to the confines of their domain while Zeromus endured. No longer, it would seem.
1 in the morning yesterday, I recorded the 2010's Nick. You can do it! Go back into the editing mines. I believe in you, friend. You're almost done, right? Right?
Once they had discovered a path to the Red Moon, they wasted no time in making the journey.
Leave the voidsent nearby to us. You take care of NOO. Facing this many foes calls for a more familiar approach.
I'm going to explode from the amount of fangirling I'm doing right now. Put on the hat, Zero. I love you. Put on the hat. Yes! Best girl.
Voidsent can change their form at will. Both light and darkness are mine to wield. Besides, what better to purge darkness from the void than darkness itself?
Unfortunately, my Reaper is not level 100, so I can't help. I like Cowboy Zero. Yeah, she's a Reaper. She's great. That's how we meet her. Paladin Zero is a character development thing. But I like that they haven't written out Reaper Zero.
Who dares face me? A mere mortal.
I like your staff, man. calling me a mere mortal, I will have you know I am the CEO of kicking dudes like you's ass. I will have you know that this is literally my job. My character has no fucking hobbies. I only destroy evil bad dudes who are in my way. It's cool that she's developed and found herself a bit more. Yeah. Remember as just being goth girl still, trying to figure stuff out. Yeah.
I fight to end this
Wait.
world without end. All who stand before me shall fall.
Oh, you're from Final Fantasy V. I haven't played 5. But I like this. I like... Yo? I like that it starts with the, like, classic chiptune, and then it just goes off. That's awesome! Alright, I'm kicking his ass. The Unmaking. While we're waiting for people to kill him with, we can look at his design. I like this arena a lot. Hello. Let's look at your design, buddy. It's pretty good. This is like... This is very faithful, actually, looking at his, Amano concept art. Oh, he's got the... In the concept art, he's got, like, 2 skeleton torsos. They worked that in here. That's pretty cool. This is very faithful. I like his color balance a lot. Haha, you have to wait for me to find 7 other people. Does no one in the void own shoes? I like when it's like... The crystal is currently working on summoning people. You just like, just wait a little bit, man. Any minute now. There will be 7 other people, and then you're going down. Until then, let's look at the arena. That's ominous. I like the asymmetry and the, like, hide around things here. Alright. Assuming everyone accepts, you're going down. As soon as that second healer accepts, I'm killing you. But, Tiny, you were talking about earlier how, like, this game, the gameplay of this game feels very, very busy. This game actually has a slower global cooldown, so the cooldown between abilities, than the average MMO does. So to the average MMO player who's used to maybe, like, WoW as a main example, this game's combat feels slow. Make of that what you will. That was one of the main things I noticed, migrating between games, is the 2.5 second global cooldown. Like, it lends itself a lot better to the way this game's fights are structured, because this game's fights are basically DDR. Right? It's about learning patterns. Which I guess is why it doesn't feel busy to me, because I have the pattern recognition. I've played this game for like 4 or 5 years or something. Hold on, we have time while we wait. When did Shadowlands come out? World of Warcraft Shadowlands came out in 2020. And if we go over the fact that I played Shadowlands for a little bit, I must have started playing this game, yeah, about like 2021. So yeah, that fits. And now I've played this game more than anyone you know. Man, it's taken a while. Nobody's doing the unmaking. Nobody's doing the new patch. Let's go back to the moon. My people will call his people. Anyway, look at the slaughter bots. They're just little goobers. I think I have these as a mount. Somewhere. Yeah, I have the moon hopper. I guess they're not always called slaughter bots. These are just specifically slaughter bots. Hi, Living Light. Let's take a tour around the moon because I love the moon. Look at how pretty it is. I have been thinking about making videos that are just me, like, going around and showcasing how pretty this game is, the amount of detail in its world. Because, like, I feel like that's what I really like about MMOs, is just the amount of detail that goes into making a world that multiple people will inhabit. Right, like there's so much detail, even in the skybox, right? You have Aetherius over there, and then there's like a bunch of stars over here that I have no idea what these are. But they're specifically on this side, you know, nothing's random, is what I'm saying. People have to put work and thought into all of these design choices. And I think that's great. Anyway, let's go talk to my friend the Watcher. Hey, Watcher. What do you even do these days? Prokya, do come in. Sit for a while and tell me more of your time in Elpis. Shall I send for some tea? Since their visit to Aetherius, the Leporites have taken to brewing the beverage to serve along with afternoon treats. I have no need of sustenance, of course, but I do recall Vanat providing such things as we engaged in lengthy discourse. Continuing the custom seems appropriate, somehow. Yeah, we stopped the apocalypse that you were here to... yeah. I'm sorry I took your job, but the apocalypse didn't happen. It is taking... We've been in the queue for 7 minutes. It is taking a while to find a group for the unmaking. Like, just look at how beautiful this is. I don't know what any of these are. I might as well go fishing while we wait if it's gonna take this long. Now, where was I fishing? Oh, I like that it still has the ring around it. That's cool. Anyway, while the world is in one big loading screen, because I can't stop it from being destroyed if I can't get into the instance. Let's go fishing. Blueberry, you're a little in my way. Go home. once again, this is what I like about MMOs. There's so much, like, there's so much to do. Even if I'm having to wait, we can just find something to do. I have to catch, like, 200 more copperfish. Toad, you good, man? He doesn't want to talk to me. Honestly, this is a taste of what I do in this game when I'm not streaming it. Usually I'll just, like, put on a podcast and do some fishing or some other activity. Is my gear really breaking? Terrible. This is a new trial. Where is everyone? Toad, can you believe this shit? That's what I thought. Hold on, what the fuck did you do with your tongue? Hold on, please do that again. Mr. Toad? No, please face me and do that. What the fuck? Look at the camera, you wanna... What'd that tongue do? Grips you in my other hand. Shake him right now. I've never noticed that animation, that's freaky as hell. 10 minutes? Complaining always works. So if he's gripping Tiny in one hand and gripping you in the other, then I'm ungrabbable. He's bathing like a long-tongued cat. Yeah. I guess that's how frogs do. Grip Scoffling with tail now! Now time for one of my favorite things. I have no idea what this guy does. We're just gonna have to figure it out. Sovereign of Naught. Wee, wee.
All who dare oppose me shall quake before the silken dark.
Meteor Rain does not sound like a good time. What? Okay. Okay, so that's like a cone from the portal.
Void's power is mine to wield.
Oh, the portal moves. I don't enjoy that.
Perish.
What about Rain Meteor? What would that do? As opposed to Meteor Rain.
Be still.
Oh no, the Void's gazing at me. I am assuming that one's going to explode. Yeah, okay, it's just a circle. It's just a circle! Get away from me, that is a bomb. Yeah, there are some markers that are universal, and sometimes the boss will just do new shit. Like, I have no idea what that does. Really gonna pull them? Oh, or that. That's interesting. Walk in my fucking void ball. Just had the idea to make a thing. One big rainy meteor. It's a meteor that causes rain. Wait, you can have... Why can you cast Holy? What the hell? Why can can you cast Holy? I forbid you from casting Holy. You're supposed to be the Sovereign of the Void. I assume he doesn't, the game he's from. What? Oh, okay, that makes sense. I think the Void should just have a Snickers and call it a day.
Neither past nor future.
This man has no hobbies. Interesting. Alright, I'm booking it. This is an uncharacteristically large arena. Whoa, this is like a Dark Souls boss arena. What the hell? No, not even. What the hell? I like that this expansion, they've just been trying to, like, spice things up. Like, this is so different. My dash is actually useful in here? Insane. Thank you, Zero. I've never done this much cardio in a trial. Usually it's just circle on the floor. I did it.
The underlings are no more. Now to deal with NOO.
Life and death rendered meaningless.
If this is a taste of what they've got going forward, this is pretty interesting.
Light, protect us.
I will not yield my domain.
Holy
Such is the power of the Void.
Go get him, Zero. Dog, I barely took any damage. You want to try that again? Okay, okay, he's pulling the Void towards him. Not what I thought that would do.
The Void shall never cease to be. My power is absolute.
Ow. At least now I can look at the sights. Okay, actually I should look. What the hell is he doing?
The Void's power is mine to
Okay, so he pulls it in a direction. Okay. We may have to LB3 this. That's crazy. Oh god. As long as one healer survives, we can make this.
The truth of this world.
As long as one healer is alive, we're fine. It's so funny because there's a fight where you fight Golbez, and he is this big in that fight. They shrunk my man. He's so tiny. I should pay attention to what's happening in the fight. What is happening in this fight? Okay, so that's the balls. Now he's pulling it into the middle and... Okay.
Doth the yawning rift
Tiny, now I'm kind of understanding what you mean when you say it's, like, sensory overload. But I think I'm coming to understand that I kind of like that about this game. Oh, fuck. How did he not hit me there? I got real lucky. That's what I mean. Yeah, like, I understand now. Because, like, I don't think this would be your speed. You can just... You can have visiting rights to the bunnies through me. How about that? It's for people who want lights blasted into their face while they try to strategize. Exactly. Like, I can't even refute that because I have other people's spell effects turned off. Otherwise, I would be getting flashbang 24/7. I think it's just the genre. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I can't tell which direction that is going in. Apparently, I'm just incredibly great at dodging that. I should have said that.
thus did all boundaries cease to be.
Alright, buddy. It hurts when you do that, goddamn. This is exactly why I don't main healer. I don't know how I would deal with that. Probably safe back here. What the fuck? Never mind. Okay, what is he doing right now? I clicked the wrong button and did all of that damage to me.
The void's power is mine to wield. Perish.
Okay, right. And then if I zip over here, because I can cheat. Okay, I'm starting to understand. Just as well, because he's almost dead.
Behold the truth of this world.
My man, you can't be spouting lines like, behold the truth of this world, when I have known you only for the amount of time I've been killing you. Okay. So now the ball is going to... I gotta take my ball for a walk here. And I gotta try to not run it into people. And not run it into me. That is... Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know where to path that. Where'd our LB3 go? Where did it go? Didn't the healer use it?
Doth the yawning
I mean, while we're dead, let's look at people adventure plates.
be still.
My only crimes are being vanilla and boundless overthinking. She always on that damn game, me for real. This is not going particularly well.
Perish.
At least the tanks and healers know how to dodge the damn thing, so...
Doth the yawning rift not tempt you?
Where even are we?
Be still.
Oh! I should probably wait for this attack to resolve until I accept this. So it doesn't just outright destroy me. There we go. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Thus did all boundaries
Okay, I'm back in it.
cease to be.
Jesus. Mr. Anuo, I don't want to repeat this fight. I can dodge to the side here. Yes.
The Void's power is mine.
I should be able to just blade dance this. Kill this man.
Perish.
That is a bad sign. Yeah! Do we think he's gonna come back, or is he just fucked?
Sealed away.
Oh yeah, I forgot she can put them in crystals. Ba-ba-da. Even shrunken down, you're pretty tall, Golbez. Know that? Hi, Zero. That was pretty good, actually. But I'm also kind of scared to repeat that. Meanwhile, on the Red Moon... What do you do with all those crystals, Zero? Do you just have boxes of them at home? Drippy!
I'm glad you came. We would have struggled to face Enuo alone. I presume you journeyed here to prevent more voidsent from passing through the gate.
I can't just cross space and time to say hi.
With Enuo defeated, there are none left in this realm who pose a serious threat. I dare say the problem is resolved.
Less voidsent have been emerging from fissures across the source. Have you noticed any abnormalities, Mr. Golbez? You live here.
Nothing comes to mind. Why'd you ask?
Love the familiar being here. Just
So the breach wasn't limited to the Void Gate.
It's just a little goober.
For better or worse, precious little has changed in the 13th since the Romus fell. Have you noticed anything unusual?
I know not the reason events have unfolded this way, but there is, perhaps, an explanation as to why the Void Gate and the fissures opened.
Yeah?
Here, in my domain, even the slightest change is keenly felt. When the gate opened, I sensed not the workings of some external force. Rather, it felt as if the barrier between our worlds was weakening naturally, moment by moment, until the two came to meet.
And you think this weakening could be happening elsewhere?
'Tis a possibility.
Probably. Oh my god! Snaggle, hi! Welcome in! Welcome in, Raiders! Let me give you a shout out.
What of Razat Han and Garlemald?
Hold that thought, Zero. I have to go talk to the raiders. Browse dropped a box of goblins into your chat. Hide your food in Chinese. Nah. Listen, you can come have some food. I'll get to the skeleton army leader, Lunaria. By following, you hereby accept that after you are dead, your bones will be reanimated so you can hang out forever. I hope that's okay. Yeah, welcome in. My name is Morgana. What a time for an ad. I think I'm gonna hold on to that for a little second. Worst ad timing. Dear Lord. So you know my wife Zero? This is my wife Zero. We're gonna have to share. She is my favorite. I love her. I'm gonna let the ad run a little bit. We can share. Poor Euless just telling me to bring her lunch. Does my character remember that he gave me that? Goddamn. Is everyone out of ad jail? Are we still in ad jail? Ah! It's really the worst timing.
Euless took mercy upon the interloper.
Thank you for shouties after raid and run, but if you're still alive when I come back, I'll say hi. Yeah. Go have dinner. I think everybody's out of ad jail now. If you have to raid and run, that is a-okay. Go take care of yourselves. I assume you've been... You have been going for a while there, Snaggle. I popped in a little bit earlier. And then you were going for like 6 hours, so please go eat dinner. To those who don't know me, hi, I'm Morgana. I'm an evil goblin necromancer planning to take over the world. But putting skeletons together one bone at a time takes a really long time, so I play video games to entertain my skeleton horde. I had 9 hours. You are built different. I could not do 9 hours. At 4.5, I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm going to bed. Speak to you soon. Yeah. Thank you for trusting me with your goobers. Go eat food. I'll probably be going for at least another hour and a half. It depends on where the story takes me. I feel like they've been fast-tracking me through this.
Whether voidsent or Guardian, we all share the same longing for home. Should we meet, I will gladly offer them aid. Please tell Euless as much.
Zero, can you come hang out again? I miss you.
Wait, how exactly did you get here? No mortal could traverse the Void Gate in its current state.
I'm not just any mortal. My cool rock took me here. So, back to theory crafting heaven for me. It does seem like they're setting up for dimensional travel to be much easier.
And this path of yours is still there. I cannot see it.
Oh, that it contradicts immediately what I was about to say, which is we have a bunch of cast members that are closed off from one another because they're in different reflections. So, what? But clearly we will be taking our friends into the next expansion. Interesting.
Nor does it reveal itself to me. Perhaps the path serves only the key bearer.
Interesting. I wonder if this is Dynamis.
So it is not a means to travel freely back and forth. A pity. have liked to see my friends again.
Well, I'm here. I missed you, girly pop. I'm kind of upset that you're probably not gonna be in the next expansion. Maybe you will. I don't know. It largely depends. Now seems an opportune time to give Zero the parcel Eula's prepared for her. Did my character actually forget and the storyteller is reminding her? Because that seems apt. Hi, Drippy. Look at him. What's up, Mr. Golbez? That key of yours intrigues me. Had my former self known of its existence, I might have sought different means to reach the source. How big is this map again? It's just this stretch, okay. There is nothing on the Red Moon. Something for me. I have hopped across worlds to give you these dumplings. They better be good. Not smell. Food, is it? Ah, I recall Eula speaking of the dumplings his mother used to make. Thank you for the parcel, and the fond memories. There is more than enough to share with Golbez. Now that he forgoes the aether of others, I'm sure he'll appreciate the sustenance. Oh yeah, you guys do eat now. Do you have to take off the helmet to eat, Mr. Golbez? I sometimes wonder what the Void would be like if culinary traditions flourished here once more. Whether it would suffice to break the cycle of mutual consumption. A heartening thought, if nothing else. Man, the next culinarian questline gonna be lit. Until our battle earlier, I hadn't called upon the darkness in some time. In truth, I find light a better fit these days. Ever since you left, we've been roaming the void in search of individuals who would join our cause. Although we returned to the Red Moon after sensing Enoa's presence, rarely do we linger in a single location. However, if the interloper you spoke of does intend to seek me out, it might be wise to return to my domain. Why don't you join us? With Enoa defeated, the source should be in no imminent danger. Good. We'll wait for you by the crater. Clonk, clonk. There is a teleporter situated between here and the center of the moon. I used it to travel to the surface in days long past, though I seldom had need once my generals were in place. Aegeorm herself crafted the device that I may lay low the Servant of Light. The Aegeorm mention. They really are just like, what threats haven't we pulled on in a while? Ironic that we now use it, seeking to restore light to the void. Forgive my idle reminiscences. 'Tis time we made our descent. Let's go. Man, it really has been a while since we've been here. Though it was not always so, many who live here now have chosen to do so because they support the cause. Indeed, if our numbers continue to grow, we may require more territory. Thankfully, we were able to harness the residual aether from Barbaricia's domain. Those reserves will enable me to expand mine as the need arises. Right. We had best prepare for our potential guest. Join me in my abode when you're ready. I might actually run around a little bit. I forgot you can mount in here. You good, ma'am? I'll give you some space. I like the bricks that are just floating. Vicious voidsent. What the dog doing? I appear to have made a complete recovery after the ignominy of starving to death. Maybe my fellow voidsent here can be trusted. Love the music here. Yeah, just the music in this game is, in general is great. Hold on, let me crank the music. Really does fit the spot. I love the detail in this area. We come here so seldom. I'm not even sure. Can we return to this place outside of main story? I'm not actually sure on that. Hello, Troyan manservant. No longer will I partake of the aether of other beings, not even if I shrivel and starve. Like, this is a big area for something where I come here, I talk to Zero, I leave. Holy shit. Can I jump down in here? Yes, yes I can. They're having a conversation. Wait, where am I going? That is not where I'm supposed to be going. I imagine you remember these. The transmitters were used to receive light from the first. If memory serves, they work by channeling excess aether left in the wake of the flood into the crystal tower. I did not remember the Zero. Using the tower's cross-rift travel capabilities, light is then conveyed onto the 13th and into these devices. I have a mind to use them now, but they'll need to be set in an elevated location. Your assistance would greatly be appreciated. Oh wait, am I gonna have to actually set these in the places I was just in? Okay. Literally the place I was just in. This mount is so dinky when it's not allowed to fly. Guess I just leave it here. Hop, hop, hop. Usually it flies and it spins and it's menacing. Wheel's the goofiest thing I've seen in a while.
Activation. These transmitters will shine with light from beyond. Sent courtesy of our ever-watchful friends.
That wheel is based on a yokai. So, like, it's that goofy little thing is based in actual lore, and I love it. Like, real-world mythology.
In the dark for those that would seek me out.
Damn, where was it keeping all that? I had completely forgotten about this entire plot point. Wow, I didn't expect you to come back immediately. Did I beat you to this place? I'm kind of everywhere.
I am Zero, and this is my domain. 'Tis a safe haven for those who abhor conflict.
That is so funny. We told Malphus to come here, and then we came here first.
Among those gathered here, many aspire to restore this world to how it once was.
Such a thing is possible.
Indeed. Though how long the endeavor will take, I cannot say. But for those of us abandoned by death itself, what do we have but time to try, and try again?
I'm noticing now Malphus's wrists have like hands on them. That's awesome. See that? This is good design.
Your comrades spoke true. However long it takes to restore our world, you shall have my aid.
And you shall have mine.
It would seem Eulis's intervention has helped forge a new bond. Thank you for bringing word to me. I gather you'll head home sooner rather than later. I don't wanna. Yeah, you will not be able to freely return to Zero's domain. But I want to. It's so fun here. Yeah, I gotta go. Then let us return to the Red Moon. I'm sure you won't begrudge me a proper farewell. I don't want to leave.
Would you deliver a message to Eulis for me? Tell him that we're making progress towards rebuilding our home. And I hope that he is too.
Enuo's Memoria will be safe here.
For what little I've seen of you playing this game, like 20% of it is saying goodbye. That's because we're at the end of an expansion. 40% talking and 40% disco violence. What's the remaining 20%? Watching me fish while we wait for the queue to pop? That doesn't feel like 20%. Wait, I can't do math. I'm stupid. 40, 80, 100. I am so dumb. Unfortunately, we have that on camera. I can't say I was giving 120%. I can't count.
The crystal containing Zeromus has been passed on to our allies in the First. If Enuo's Memoria might serve them in restoring their world, we shall likewise consider its transfer.
Remaining percentage for Glad? True. The endgame of this game is faction.
To aid one another in our respective fights, were it not for these boundaries between us. Safe travels, my friend. We take comfort in the knowledge that you're out there fighting too.
Wooklamat? No, Wooklamat is at home. We specifically left Wooklamat at home. As much as I love her, this is my video game waifu. Hi, Topi. I'm surprised they don't have a Zero plush. I love her so much. I can just do that. What did they even see? Can I go back to the Red Moon? I want more Wooklamot. I love Wooklamot. I am a Wooklamot simp. And I will say that with my chest.
No luck, I'm afraid. It appears she's not in Mare Lamentorum.
Hello, Morgana, you sweet, sweet, dreamy goblin lady.
Wait. Is that?
Yo! Somehow, Prokia returned.
God, you had us worried. You suddenly disappeared. We didn't know what to think.
I disappear and go on weird side quests all the time, but I suppose the world was in danger. Let's just say I had to go play Triple Triad. That could be true. Whenever I play this game, I'm gonna make a Luigi.
Shortly after you
What do you mean by
vanished,
that?
the voidsent incursion abruptly ended.
The twins' hair is in such a weird shape. I really like it, but also, like... I do kind of wonder... like, what the character design art for them looks like, because... They have the most anime hair. And I do really like that it's, like, flipped.
We surmised you had a hand in that, but never did it cross our minds that you were fighting alongside Zero and Golbez.
This golden path you said you traversed wasn't visible to us either.
Their ponytails are such a weird angle. Yeah, it is. That's so interesting, because my thought was going... Because, like, obviously they've announced the next expansion, Evercold, and we're gonna be dimension hopping, because that's clearly where the story's going. I thought it was gonna be... I can just take my friends with me. Right? But apparently not?
Nor did we hear a voice. Ethos. Might this be the key's true name?
Okay, so my theory that there is at least an ancient, maybe not an Ascian, perhaps an ancient, in this rock, has a lot of water. Or are they high up and drooping? Reach like a meter backwards. Because the thing about, like, MMOs is... doing long hair in MMOs is really difficult, because if you give a character long hair, chances are you can't ever change their clothes. So... right, like, I can show you even, the hair that they give us, you can't have, like, hair down to your back in this game, because it will clip through your clothing. So I'm willing to bet it has something to do with that, because they've changed outfits a couple times.
Golbez's suspicion that the barrier twixt worlds has begun to weaken.
Or it's anime nonsense.
Twould certainly explain the surge in fissures manifesting in the source.
Yet what could be behind such a phenomenon?
No, I think it's just anime nonsense. Hello?
And who might you be? Not a voidsent, I'd wager.
Thancred immediately. I will shoot you with this sword.
Greetings.
I love her dress. They're definitely gonna put this in the shop at some point. Oh.
I am Helmerut of the Asians.
Oh, we're immediately dropping the... Okay.
We are your sworn foes, I know. But on this occasion, will you not put away your arms?
Interesting.
I wish only to talk. Thank you for affording me a chance.
Bereft of the Unsundered, we were under the impression you and yours no longer had cause to continue your activities.
Well, he thought wrong.
That you should reveal yourself at this juncture. I assume you are the one who bestowed Calyx with the knowledge of summoning and the reflections.
I wonder what Y'shtola sees when she looks at her, because she just sees magic, right? Librarian dragon lady with a big collar, awesome dress and scary powers, and round glasses and red hair. She is peak design. And I think it's really funny, last patch, because there was like a glimpse of her at the end, and another character called her out for dressing for the wrong century, right? Like, you're going to stick out as being an ancient because you are just dressed for the wrong century. And I thought that was such an interesting lampshade.
Yes, that is correct.
Not this bitch again.
Was it necessary to reveal my present form as well?
You know what? If I had agency right now, I would pick him up by the scruff. Then again, my character doesn't know that computer boy is in that thing. But if it were up to me, I would pick him up by the scruff and toss him into the Zork hole. Her eyes are so angled to be passive. I think it's really interesting to... Yeah, she's choosing this form. She's choosing to appear as meek as possible. And I think that's really interesting because Asians, like world-hopping, ancient, evil creatures that want to reunite the worlds, I think it's really interesting because usually they're very arrogant and gung-ho, and they will just come in like... You know, they will keep their noses high, and they will... I don't think we've ever seen one that comes off as meek.
Calyx. So he succeeded in transferring his memories after all.
I mean, he is a digital guy. Surely he was on a USB. But I still think it's really funny that she put him in a plushie.
Even were I to occupy a combat-oriented vessel, I would not have the ability to defeat you.
I have a big pondering for this model, his character model. I wonder if he just has a model that has this head, and it's maybe maybe an altered Lalafell model. Or if, mechanically, within the bounds of the game files, I wonder if he's just a Lalafell in the costume.
You destroyed my plan, my life's work. I have naught to replace it, nor will I ever regain what I once had.
If you wish to speak, Helmerut, will you not tell us what it is that you hope to accomplish?
I like her glasses chain too.
As you know, our star Aetheris was sundered into 4 and 10 shards in the time of the Ancients.
She's got a great accent, too. I gotta look up who voices her. Time for a cosmology lesson!
As the will of the star, Hydaelyn perpetuated this unnatural division for millennia.
Halmar is about to give a worse version of the MS Paint explanation I gave last stream. But I don't have that file anymore, so go on.
And in the wake of her passing, nature has begun to reassert itself. As a wound knits itself together, the star seeks to become whole once more.
Oh, I hadn't even considered that.
Yes, it seeks to rejoin with all of its shards.
What would I even do?
Unlike the one we Ascians attempted to orchestrate, however, the star's rejoining will afford mankind no special treatment. All life and matter will be condensed into a single whole and remade for a new beginning. A complete rebirth.
No, we already had our realm reborn. We can't be doing that again. A realm reborn.
Aetheris will return to the way it once was. Hundreds of millions of years past. To a quiet and peaceful time. Long before the light of mankind was kindled.
Supposing for a moment we believe you.
I was about to say that.
You possibly know all this.
It is an inevitability that I have foreseen since time immemorial. A future that awaits should creation be freed from the influence of Hydaelyn and Zodiark.
Interesting that she seems to have nature powers.
The star is tolerant to life. It holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered. Yet by the same token, it is indifferent to life's survival. No amount of devastation and death can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. The earth shakes, and mountains spew fire. Floods wash away the fruits of labor, and icy winds freeze and starve. Countless perish as nature runs its course.
I've had a pondering. Because they've been saying that, like, there are going to be, like, big changes to the game. And obviously they're reworking the combat system, but they wouldn't pull a World of Warcraft Cataclysm on me, would they? Break the world and reshape it?
Life have already been lost. Yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice. When all creation is reunited. When that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased.
Now, you haven't told me whether you're for or against this, Helmarud.
I cherish man's journey, Despite losing his innocence and being made to live with suffering, he has forged ever onward. Strong, even as he is weak, his is a proud tale in the history of the star. It would be a shame for that tale to end. For all to wither and die, when some might yet survive. Would you not agree?
If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds.
There it is. Thank you, Orianche, because I was like, okay, but what's your plan, though? That makes sense.
Correct. It was for this very purpose that Halmarut recruited suitable collaborators from the Reflections. Individuals like me, who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations.
Calyx, I was enjoying this cutscene when I forgot you were in it.
The Winterers, we are called. And if you and yours seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us.
Even if everything you claim is true?
Their methods are pretty bad, yeah.
What you've done, Calyx, it's unforgivable.
I do not ask that you be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other reflections, 'tis only natural that you are averse to our methods.
I mean, I get it. You are like you are like an ancient being that has just been watching the shit go down. Calyx over there, though, psychopath. No excuse.
But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come, and no one will be left alive. No one.
That makes sense why they wanted the key then, yeah. Can't take him seriously.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit.
Huh? Wait a minute.
Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
You just had that? Where did you find this? Where did you find the weapon of the guy who traversed me to the end of creation to fistfight me? Where did you find this? And when will it be in the cash shop?
Wait!
No, I was gonna say, no way she's leaving that with me. That's an interesting breadcrumb to drop because, like, Xenos is gone. They've said he will not be returning, but his weapon still being around is really interesting. Oh, I forgot to read. There you are. One moment you were standing before me, and the next you'd vanished into thin air. Thanks to you all, the voidsent have been eradicated, and the gate lies sealed once more. There's been nary a peep from the crater. I don't know why I give all of the Loperites like a Victorian child voice. I don't know why I lapse into the Oliver Twist orphan voice when I voice these guys. I just do. Though I can't help but notice none of you seem to share my enthusiasm. Something wrong. Meow 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 meow. The star seeks to become whole. But that's preposterous. As far as I'm aware, Heidel made no mention of a natural rejoining. I ought to consult the records to be certain. but not before thanking you for dispatching the voidsent so happily. You well and truly saved the day. What do we got? Lobster bisque, cinnamon cream coffee, churrasco. I'll just take the money. Bum 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 bum. Okay, I expected this patch to be longer, but I think this one's gonna be 2 separate patches. Because the last quest of a patch is always the name of it, which is really cool. The implications of the solstice and the winter's schemes, as well as our approach moving forward, will take time to consider. To that end, I believe we should gather and speak in person. And by we, I mean all our fellow Scions. For a change of pace, why don't we convene at the Rising Stones? Oh, it's been a while! I'm sure Tataru and the others would be happy to meet us there. A fine idea. In many ways, our return is long overdue. Hi, Morn, guess what? Are you gonna raid me? Because I'm about to end very soon. But you can do whatever you want. Hiya, crew. I'm on, like, the last quest, but you can do what you want. That's what I thought! Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Morgana. I'm an evil goblin necromancer planning on taking over the world. But when I'm not doing that, I entertain my skeletal horde by playing video games. Too bad, accept the raid. I am powerless to stop you. If you have to raid and run, that is a-okay. Please take care of yourselves. Especially you, streamer, looking at you. You've probably been sitting for a while. I don't know how much longer we're gonna be going for, but welcome in, grab a seat. The settled. To the Rising Stones. I did dip in for a little bit earlier. You were playing this game also. Still see MSQ, we got time. Yes, but the thing is, it's got the name of the patch. I don't know, maybe I'll find something else to do. Could run a dungeon. I could go do what I've been doing off stream, which is chocobo racing, which I think most people will forget that it's in the game. Oh shit, it's River's Mount. What were you up to, Aku? Because I know you weren't playing MSQ. No, wait, you were doing Hildebrand! Now I remember. Man, this place feels like home. I remember, I pay attention, I know what I'm doing. And by I know what I'm doing, I mean I forgot to give you a shout out. My one mod is at work. How dare he? Nyeh. Get shouted out. Doing Hildebrand dungeons and checking out housing while I waited an hour for Merchant's Tale. I still haven't done Merchant's Tale. And everything has changed since last we gathered here. No doubt Tataru is chiefly responsible for the prevailing state of tidiness. Yeah, it took me a bit. Speaking of whom, she and a great many of our comrades are en route. Let's wait for them a while longer. Man. We haven't been here in like 2 years. This feels nice.
Long it hath been since last we gathered here.
Verily, I believe it was in ye old 2024. Sometime in the summer. It's been nearly 5 or more.
Was indeed in name only. Thereafter, we did largely operate independent of one another.
Barely, man. I still don't know, and nobody knows what the external time frame of the story is.
All of which is to say, full glad am I to stand in such esteemed company once more.
Like, my Warrior of Light, Prokya, she's at least 20 years old, but she could be much more than that. We simply don't know. It's been at least a year. I think canonically it's just a year or two, and I think that's crazy. I subscribe to 1 year per expansion. I think that's crazy.
Apologies for our delay.
No way Heavensward happened in the same year as all of this. Right? Yeah. But, like, I understand why they're a little cagey with it. Oh my god, Hoary Boulder! Now, there's a bit of a constant that I've observed with this game. Whenever Hoary Boulder is on screen, we are in filler time. We are out of MSQ as soon as Hoary Boulder shows up. Went from fighting religious, I was gonna say popes to the very end of death itself within a year. Right? Like, there is no fucking way. And I know people say that, like, A Realm Reborn is like a year. And I think after that, Hoary Boulder is quite a name. I should take you on a tour of Rogadin names. Because they're either named, like Mountain Dew or, like, Flackle-Squiff. There is no in between. Yeah, there is no way that in one, if we say that A Realm Reborn is a year, there is no freaking way that in 1 year I killed the Pope, ended the Dragon War, freed 2 nations from occupation, went to a different reflection, saved those guys, came home, saved the world from impending apocalypse, went to Brazil, and all of this happened. It's a racial thing between the Sea Dogs and the others. What are the others called? Houseguard, I think? Yeah, Sea Dog names are like, they're always named like Altskiff or something. Merlweb of Bluefish Win. And then you have, what are they called? Like, I have to look that up. I don't play a Rogadin. It is Hellsguard, isn't it? It is Hellsguard. Meanwhile, we all just continue on like it's just another Tuesday afternoon, right? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I stopped the apocalypse, and then I went to the edge of space to defeat the embodiment of depression. No way, that was all in 1 year. Yeah, I like Hellsguard names. I have an alt who's just called, her name is Falling Moon, and it is really funny, because I always just refer to her as Moon, but because Falling is technically her first name, Alphino always calls her Falling.
This is everyone that we could round up on short notice. The others are still en route.
Is Rio gonna be here?
Alone, we weren't able to make contact with, but we're working on it.
Then I went to alternate universes to save them from their own issues, right? At some point, it's gotta be at least 3 years, right?
No doubt his link pearl is buried at the bottom of his bag.
Knowing him, he'll turn up when we least expect it.
Now, as much as I'd like to savor our reunion, Tataru tells us there have been developments.
I have a female row in my twin adder's army or whatever it's called Careless Whisper. I also have Careless Whisper. Careless Whisper inspired me to get every single Rogadin lady in my squadron. My squadron is called the Ladies Book Club. I will show you the Ladies Book Club since we have time. There isn't paying attention. Who are we waiting for? Estinian. Of course, it's always Estinian.
Will you apprise us of the details?
He doesn't usually get a voice. Colton never gets a voice. Oh, Flaman's here. Man, the cinematography in this game has gotten so good.
The Winterers and the Solstice.
I don't remember who these people are.
The veracity of Halmarut's claims remains unclear. Yet it cannot be denied that, in his bid to convert the living into endless, Calyx was privy to knowledge of the reflections and more.
Why did he do that, though? Just because he's an asshole?
And the Winterers are formed of others, like him.
Oh, please, one Calyx is enough.
In light of the recent voidsent incursions,
Are they all gonna
I
be
believe it would
plushies?
wise to treat the solstice as a genuine threat.
I will say that it's funny, I started this game as a Lala and slowly tried every race until I settled on Rogadin, the opposite side of the spectrum. It's a funny story. When I started playing this game, I really wanted to play Lalafell because I look at me, I'm a freaking goblin. Of course I was gravitated towards Lalafell, but my two friends who got me into the game told me, no, you can't be a silly little Lalafell. We want you to take the story seriously. And maybe I should have just said, nah, I'm gonna be goofy. However, I love my cat girl. She's a dumb little raccoon. I love her so much. I can't Fantasia. I'll just have to make an alt and play through ARR again.
The problem is how to deal with it.
Anyway, the world's ending. I'm sorry.
Both the source and the reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could. But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation...
There's gotta be a third path here.
Then what can we possibly do?
Again, I'm so fascinated how they're going to bring us into the next expansion.
I wonder, was Hydaelyn aware of the solstice?
Given that we had no knowledge of it when you journeyed to Elpis, you couldn't have warned Venar.
That is true, that...
So it is entirely possible she was unaware. But in the course of sustaining the Sunlit Star, she may have glimpsed this eventuality.
Don't think she had any way of knowing. I think she knew and chose to trust in us. I think Crystal Mommy believed in us. She always did.
So she believed that we could overcome this trial as well. Or rather, that the choice was ours to make.
If we follow your line of thought here, Garaha, if she saw this eventuality, wouldn't she have seen a little bit further, maybe? Or at least thought about it. She had a lot of time.
Whichever it may be, it is we who must find the answer. We who live in the here and now.
Perhaps we could take a recess? Oh, I dare say everyone could use a rest.
It is at this point where I shall have to remind you. Hydaelyn can't fix all of the world's problems. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth he shall walk.
indeed. We have ample food for thought, and it would be good to catch each other up.
Aww.
Ere I forget, Huron, I believe you should keep the key, Ethos, in your possession. After all, it seems that is one mystery
I am
not destined to unravel.
My theory that there is a person in that crystal is getting truer and truer. Twas by no means an easy decision, but as the solstice is now our paramount concern, Alice and I have opted to formally withdraw our efforts from Garlemald. That certainly isn't going to bite us in the ass, is it? Welcome to the Skeleton Army, Pumpkin Lord. After all, anything we can do to protect our world will also serve to keep the Garleans safe. A lot of underscores. It's great. Ulyss and his comrades are already working towards a brighter future of their own accord. Honestly, I'm more worried about us. It's so difficult to see a path ahead, but hopefully we can get through this and return to Garlemald with our heads held high one day. Indeed. In the meantime, let us prepare a letter for Ulyss and the community. We mustn't let despair stay our hand. Oh, I have to talk to all of them! And by all of them, I mean 5 of them! Clemens, I don't remember who you are. Oh, Aenor, I hope you come to your senses, but I see you still in the throes of withdrawal. I don't know any of these people. The brothers are reunited, yet a distance between them persists. How cruel fate is to force me to choose. I don't remember any of these people. I remember Ogre Boulder. Aenor and I were training in Gridania when voidsent attacked the Twelveswood. Thankfully, we were able to fend them off with the help of the Twin Adders. When I heard the invasion had already spread across the star, I realized the gravity of the situation and ordered a confidential report sent to the other Scions. Despite the Tara was so quickly appraised. Thanks to you, we were able to make haste for Garlemald. While circumstances and duty may keep us apart, we remain bound by common purpose. Indeed, may that purpose continue to guide us now that we stand together once again. Let's talk to Hoary Boulder. Colton and I had remained in Corvos to monitor the situation among the Garleans of the Corvosi. Though seldom smooth sailing, in time the region settled, and we were able to return. I can only do so many dude voices. I understand the Garlean community made great strides in improving relations with other peoples. Hearing that, I feel renewed zeal for resolving issues in Corvos. I don't even know who this lady is. And perhaps you'd like to hear more about the Garleans' accomplishments from me and the twins. It might stoke that fire even hotter. Like, I know you guys are always here, but who are you? I helped propel the voidsent incursion in Lapis Manalis. Fighting off fiend-controlled Galatay is something I won't rush to relive, but it was nonetheless good training. I'm gonna have to go read a wiki article on these minor scions. Judging by your guise, Clemens, your studies must have been productive. Indeed, I have more or less mastered the fundamental principles of Charlian astrology. At one point I considered exploring other healing arts, but decided to persevere with more focused training to better leverage my skills in the battlefield. I don't think I'd be much use on the battlefield these days. I can scarcely hold my bow steady, let alone hit a target. So sorely bereft of brotherly ministrations as I am. I knew you still required constant supervision. You two haven't changed in the slightest. So I don't remember these people. Who are they? Just like give me the cliff notes. I know Ogre Boulder, I know Coltonay, I know Hoary Boulder. Who are all these women? I feel like I've never seen them before. Makes me wonder how our colleagues that couldn't join us today are faring. Tataru, I feel like I have to talk to you. How are you doing? Seems our colleagues have much to catch each other up on. I shall have to brew some tea. After Rorianje and I went off on our own, we decided to spend some time exploring Zaktaral. We never had the chance to visit during the Rite of Succession, you see. We journeyed east towards... Holy shit, I cannot pronounce this. Loazeniheda, before heading up the coast to the frigid northern reaches, where they revere a storied beast of the sea. The excursion only served to reinforce just how diverse Tural truly is. That's the thing too, is like, we're going to other worlds and stuff, but the way they set up the maps in this game, I'll have to show you when I'm done talking to Thangrid and Orianje. We also met with the Wallaki. Come on! I wanted to do that! Though we had not the time to study their arts at length, we were privy to several intriguing demonstrations. I'm surprised the Wallaki weren't in Dawn Trail. I only met the one guy who can only use fish-based magic. That was fun. Would that we could have indulged our curiosity further and traveled to yet more distant lands. For better or for worse, pragmatism tempered our wanderlust. Suffice to say, we still have plenty to see of the continent. We should very much like to return, given the chance. That's the thing, is the way they set up the maps, right? It's not like World of Warcraft where it's like seamless between continents, right? They're just areas. They're just areas that are connected by portals. So I genuinely feel like I'm excited for what's coming, but I would love to see us go back to older areas and get new zones in them. Seems everyone has much and more to discuss with one another. Anyway, you're overdue for a proper break. Peace and quiet will help you think. Yeah, for like 5 minutes. Feel free to make yourself comfortable in Dawn's respite. Oh, I thought we were gonna cut to Halmorad. Good night, Moon.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
I detest evenings such as this. Too bright, too stimulating. The mind distracted by the inconsequential.
Hello? I'm putting a bell on you, man.
You needn't be so wary. I merely come to offer information before my departure.
He's so small.
Halmarut and I will soon cross the rift to observe the enactment of another winterous plan. Our destination is the 4th.
Okay. So we're gonna be chasing after them.
In ice, whose lands are blanketed in thick clouds. In order to survive, man has fled to the skies, using great magics to establish new civilizations.
Wait. That's really interesting. The most procky answer. That sounds exciting. That sounds exciting, Villain Man. I'm excited to go on this trip with you.
It was not my intent to excite. I have my own designs I would see realized. Nothing more. Believe me or don't, as you like. For all I know, you lack the means to follow us anyway.
That's what you think, plushy boy. There's a lot you don't know.
Said to you earlier. She suggested that dealing with the reflections might satisfy your ambition. But is that truly so?
I don't have to take this from a sentient graphics card.
You have seen battles beyond counting, have defeated even the fear of death. Is there some conclusion that you seek, no matter the cost?
Why do I do this? I just kind of think it's fun.
I will share with you a truth. We Winterers each have an ambition that we wish to fulfill. To that end, we may share information with one another, but we do not necessarily share the same beliefs. Just as you and yours decried my actions, I find those of my fellows objectionable. Be that as it may.
It's weird hearing this guy say that he finds something objectionable.
It is the culmination of our lives' works that we would bring to the world. Fruits born of undying devotion, daring aspiration, and unwavering ideals. No matter how we are reviled, no matter what we must.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that, I'm sorry.
In your benevolence, you may seek to save everything and everyone. But once all is consequently consigned to oblivion, your noble deeds will amount to nothing more than folly. For no living soul shall remain to judge them.
Okay, Prakya, grab him right now. Grab him, stuff him into a sack, and we can save so much trouble. Do not let that plushie walk away. Get him. That's very, very interesting. Makes sense if they're across different reflections, that they're very disjointed, but... If shattered stars are doomed to mend, how turns the key to winter's end? That was a good patch. God damn. Now I guess everybody's gonna hang out here for a couple months. I'm so excited for Evercold. I forgot this was here even. That's great. How are we on time? Man, earlier than I would usually end, but I do still have the new raid tier left, but I feel like that would take more than an hour. And I do still need to cook, so... How's about... we go to Tuliolo so I can listen to the lovely, lovely music there before we leave. Contender for favorite song in the game. Bum 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 bum. It's fascinating. I wasn't expecting to do this much theory crafting today. I think the past couple patches, like I really liked 7.4. I know a lot of people were kind of iffy on 7.3. 7.4 I really liked. 7.5 has actually blown me away because they're sowing so many good seeds. They're pulling on so many threads. That's... I feel like I'm gonna have to, like... I almost feel like I have to write down my theories to consolidate them here. But I am so 1,000,000,000% certain that Ethos, the crystal, there's an ancient in there. At least there is some kind of person or creature in there. That's... would explain a lot. That's really interesting. I can't wait for part 2 of this. But until then, let's see. There's a lot more of you than there usually are. Thank you, Raiders, for stopping by and sticking with me. I don't stream this game very often because I feel like it's kind of hard to like jump into it if you are not already caught up. But like, I hope it's been fun. I've had a lot of fun today.